The reason why you're in the same place you were just last year is because you don't live a boring life. You don't work hard enough. You can't sit in silence, and you simply can't be by yourself. Boredom really plays a big part in success, and it's actually necessary for you to succeed. Now, I'm not talking about you have to be this boring person that doesn't go out, that doesn't, talk to new people. It's not about that. It's about sacrificing time rather than spending time on social media, rather than going out to drink, rather than going out to smoke, rather than going out to parties, to restaurants, etc. And stay home because that's boring. Following a daily routine because it's boring. Sticking to something, for example, one single business model, one single routine, one single meal prep or meal plan or whatever you want to call it. That's boring, bro. And that's the type of life you have to live for the next year to have some form of success. Just last week, I was in my parents' house, and at 20 years old, I just moved out to my very first apartment in Miami, Florida. And you may not see the view, but I am 60 floors above, and it's low-key insane, right? And I kind of want to tell you that success is built through boredom, right? Just because you repeat the same actions over and over and over. And I kind of want to tell you a story specifically for me on how boredom actually gave me some form of success. And I'm not telling you, and I'm not sitting here and pretty much mentioning that I am making millions of dollars a year, because I am not. But I am literally just one step above you, because I am guessing that anyone watching this video might be starting a business, might be struggling, and might be going through tough times. And I promise you, I was there just last year, and I got a small breakthrough of momentum in Q4 of 2024. So literally like 6 to 4 months ago. It wasn't long ago, okay? Now, I simply stuck to a plan. I didn't do anything besides the business model that I'm doing, right? I didn't try to do drop shipping. I didn't try to do day trading. I didn't try to do any fancy business models or shiny object syndrome. I didn't get any of that shit because I already went through that. I started with reselling. I made like $30,000 and I lost it all because I spent all my money on stupid shit. So now that I make a decent amount of money month to month, I don't spend it on stupid shit. I still live a boring life. I don't go out. I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't party, I don't go to clubs, I don't do any of that. Not because I don't want to, but because I simply enjoy living my boring lifestyle. And am I saying that, if I get invited to a club I won't go? Of course I'll go. And some people might say, well, it sounds like, you're kind of going against yourself. Maybe you're just not being invited. You're right, just because I don't have a large group of friends, I keep my circle extremely small. But if I had a bunch of friends, which, I had in the past, I've been invited to clubs, to parties. I just simply denied it. I'd rather stay on a Friday afternoon, on a Saturday afternoon or night or whatever, working. Because at the end of the day, that's what's going to get me to my end goal on things I want to do. I want to be a multi-millionaire. I want to own multiple businesses. That's just my goal. I want to have nice cars. My dream car costs like $2 to $3 million. Am I gonna get that by just fucking partying every day? No. It's just sacrificing my time, and that's something that people don't want to do. Another thing, discipline. Discipline is fucking boring, bro. But it's truly what builds momentum. Like, genuinely. If you're not disciplined, if you're not going to the gym every other day, if you're not eating healthy, if you're not following exactly what you write on your day-to-day plan, you're just simply not disciplined. And I went through this 6 months ago, or 8 months ago, or even 10 months ago. I can't even tell you, bro, even a year ago, I wasn't disciplined. And to this day, I am not the most disciplined person. I'm still lazy. I still get motivated. But even when I'm sick, even when I'm upset, even when I'm sad, or whatever it may be, I still get up every single day, and I still do the work that has to be done. And even more after that, okay? And that's the thing that's keeping you in the same position you are now. You right now It might be, right now is a Thursday night, like 11 p.m. Do you think I want to be recording this video right now? No, but I have to put it out tomorrow because I want to keep a consistent posting schedule of 5 videos every, videos after every 5 days or whatever it is, like 6 videos a month, to be honest, right? Like posting every 5 days, just to keep it short. No, I don't want to be making this fucking video because it's boring. I'm literally telling you about how boredom led to some success in my life, right? And genuinely, it also helped me build the business I have now and the key decisions that I have made. I started this business by myself and things weren't working well. I got a client, I got another client, I started to get results, more clients, referrals came around, and now I'm at the point where I am now. A few months later, it's kind of like an empire that you're building or some form of big business. And I'm not even hitting 6-figure months yet, but that's my goal by Q4 of this year. By the end of the year, I want to be hitting 6-figure months, right? I'm not going to be able to do that if I don't spend time alone, if I don't spend time being bored, if I don't spend time following the same routine every day, every other day. So I feel like a lot of you guys don't realize that, being bored is actually a good thing, right? Because it forces you to sit with your thoughts and understand who you truly are. Have you ever sat down like I am right now? I'm by myself. I've been here for literally a week and I've gotten so much work done. It's actually ridiculous, bro. I don't have anyone bother me. I ate today at 3 p.m. I haven't even eaten dinner. I ate once today. And I don't even need to eat anymore. And I'm hungry to work even more and go to sleep at like 1, 2 a.m. and wake up the next day at 7 a.m., 8 a.m. following the same routine over and over again. That shit is fucking boring, bro. Knowing that tomorrow's Friday and people are gonna be like a few blocks away from here partying and going to nice dinners and being with nice girls and driving cars that are fucking expensive as fuck, like, obviously, but I'm not at that point yet. And that's just part of life, bro. And I just accepted that. You know what I'm saying? And one thing that kind of boredom brought to me as well is creativity. I kind of, my day-to-day style or my day-to-day life, I do a lot of writing. I deal with also a lot of calls, which deals with sales meetings, team meetings. I also do a lot of writings dealing with emails or VSLs or, landing page copy or whatever it may be, or just genuinely just journaling or anything like that, right? Just getting in that mood of, I don't know, being alone and putting your headphones on and listening to like house music or whatever makes me really in a deep flow to write. And that might not make a lot of sense to you guys. It is 11 p.m. at night, but I just kind of wanted to tell you guys that, boredom will get you somewhere. So don't be afraid to be bored. It's part of life. And I just simply wanted to kind of make this video to tell everyone that it is kind of necessary for success. If you don't spend days boring, if people don't find your life boring, then you're doing something wrong. Because obviously, people that you may see online, they might portray of going out every day or, they drive nice cars or whatever, but they sacrifice a period of their time with just living a boring lifestyle. And I've met everyone that's successful, that drive nice cars, that make 7 figures a year, even 7 figures a month. They spent years, by the way, 2, 3, 4 years, still a bunch of fucking days that they spent in months and weeks living a boring lifestyle, following the same routine over and over and over again. And then now that you see their content, you're like, oh, I want to be just like that. You're not going to be able to do that, bro. Because they're like levels ahead of you. They're also levels ahead of me. I'm at a point where I am literally just living a day-to-day life, the same thing over and over again. I don't eat breakfast every single morning. I don't eat it. Guess what I do afterwards? Around 1, 2, 3 p.m. I eat ground beef, eggs, and avocado every day, 6 days a week. For dinner, I just figure it out. Today for dinner, I didn't eat shit except for grapes and water. And then like at 5 p.m. I drank a freaking protein shake. that's just part of life, bro. You just gotta live a boring ass life like that. And I promise you that in a few years, you're gonna get to the point where you wanna be. And that's what I sacrificed for the past year. Living a boring ass life, bro. And I'm gonna continue living a boring life for the next maybe few months, maybe like, I don't know, late of this year, I start to go out more and go out to dinners and stuff like that. But right now, I'm just kind of in a building phase where I'm gonna be living a boring style. For the next month, I genuinely feel like I'm gonna be working like 10 hours a day of deep work, or maybe even 6 to 8 hours a day of getting shit done for my own self and clients, and try to get new clients and genuinely scale my business, because at the end of the day, what else am I supposed to do? A lot of people also mention money doesn't make you happy. Well, broke doesn't either. So you gotta pick fucking one, bro. Because to me, money does make me fucking happy. And I have God by my side, and I also pay my parents' bills, and I also paid my parents' debt, and I also now have to start paying my own fucking bills. So, just want you to understand. If you don't believe money can make you happy, I don't know what to tell you, bro, because that's just on you. So if you want to live a boring life, I suggest you do it. I gave you a breakdown on the benefits of it. So I hope that you kind of take this video and understand that success just doesn't happen out of thin air, and that you genuinely have to sacrifice things. You gotta maybe sacrifice relationships, which I did, maybe friendships. Not telling you to just all of a sudden ghost all your friends. I never did that. You just gotta tell them like, hey, I'm not really trying to go out. If someone's pursuing you to go out every single week, I'm doing my own thing right now. It doesn't mean that, we don't hang out at all. Just, like, I'm trying to build things right here. You know what I'm saying? But besides the point, I'm in a, new place. Let me give you guys like a small tour. So it's extremely small. I got a few boxes over there, but you guys probably seen this before on YouTube. 60th floor. It's a bunch of shit everywhere, so don't really mind the kitchen and stuff like that. My room over there with my bathroom, and then obviously like the best part of this is just the view. You know what I'm saying? It is absolutely insane. I went from literally being in college 3 months ago, actually now 4 months ago, back in December, I dropped out and I lived in Bumblefuck, Pennsylvania, and this is where I live now for the next year or so. So if you don't want to lock in, that's gonna be on you. But if you do want to connect, just follow my Instagram, JacksonXLuna. I'll answer any questions you guys have. I answer everyone. In the meantime, I hope you guys have a great day and you keep fucking printing.